The funny thing about Maurice Sam and Pearl Watts is that nobody ever plans to talk about them for long, but somehow one tiny moment always turns into a full Nollywood conversation before the day even ends. And this recent situation started from something so small that people initially ignored it, until viewers began replaying the clip and suddenly realized Maurice Sam looked way too relaxed around Pearl Watts again. And once people noticed that soft and natural energy between them, everything completely changed, because now fans cannot stop talking about how unbelievably comfortable Maurice Sam has become anytime Pearl Watts is beside him. And honestly, the reactions have become louder, because this did not even look like two actors trying hard to impress viewers. Instead, it looked like two people who forgot everybody was watching them for a second. And that is exactly the type of moment that always sends Nollywood fans into full discussion mode, because the more natural something looks, the more people become emotionally invested in it. And this latest clip has now become another reason why viewers believe there is something special about the way these two connect whenever they appear together, because Maurice Sam's energy around Pearl Watts looked unusually soft in a way fans could not ignore. Especially the way he kept reacting to her with those calm smiles that people are now calling dangerously comfortable. And once fans started pointing it out, the whole conversation exploded again, because now everybody suddenly remembers all the older moments between them that also carried this same relaxed energy. And what makes it even funnier is how people are now acting like they discovered hidden evidence inside one harmless clip, because viewers have started analyzing every second of the interaction like it contained secret messages nobody noticed before. And honestly, this is exactly how Nollywood fan conversations become impossible to escape, because once people notice chemistry, every movement starts looking important no matter how small it is. And this recent moment especially has people saying Maurice Sam behaves completely differently whenever Pearl Watts is around, because there is this playful calmness in his reactions that fans claim they do not usually see from him with other actresses. And now viewers are saying the comfort level between them has become so obvious that even simple conversations between them immediately turn into trending topics without anybody expecting it. And what really shocked fans this time was how quickly the reactions spread, because the clip itself was not dramatic at all. There was no serious announcement, no emotional speech, and no shocking scene, yet somehow one ordinary interaction managed to keep Nollywood fans talking all night, because the energy between Maurice Sam and Pearl Watts looked way too natural to people. And fans are now joking that these two no longer need movie scenes to create excitement, because even random moments between them now feel like full romantic storylines in viewers' heads. And honestly, that is why this conversation keeps returning every single time, because people cannot seem to get enough of the chemistry they believe they are seeing between them. And now the latest reactions have become even more intense, because viewers are saying Maurice Sam no longer even tries to hide how comfortable he feels around Pearl Watts. And some people are laughing over the way he instantly lights up anytime she says something, because fans think his reactions look too genuine to be ignored, while others believe people are simply overthinking normal interactions between co-stars. But regardless of what side anybody is on, one thing is very obvious, because every time Maurice Sam and Pearl Watts appear together, the entire conversation suddenly becomes louder again. And now people are saying this latest moment has restarted the obsession stronger than before, because viewers keep replaying the clip, searching for more details hidden inside those few seconds. And honestly, the most interesting part is how everybody seems to notice something different, because some fans focus on Maurice Sam's facial expressions, while others focus on the way Pearl Watts looked completely relaxed around him. And together, those little details have now created another huge wave of discussion that nobody expected would become this serious again. And fans are especially talking about how natural everything looked, because there was no awkwardness, no forced energy, and no exaggerated reactions, just two people looking extremely comfortable around each other in a way that instantly caught everybody's attention. And now people are joking that Maurice Sam has entered his soft gentleman era around Pearl Watts, because every clip involving them somehow creates the same emotional reaction from viewers. And honestly, it has reached the point where fans no longer even wait for full movies anymore, because one random interaction alone is enough to keep people entertained for hours. And this latest situation proves exactly that, because nobody expected such a tiny clip to suddenly become one of the biggest Nollywood discussions again. Yet here everybody is talking about Maurice Sam and Pearl Watts like something major just happened. And what is making the reactions even crazier is how viewers now believe the chemistry between them keeps growing stronger every single time they appear together, because the comfort level no longer looks accidental to fans. Instead, it looks familiar, easy, and strangely effortless in a way people find impossible to ignore. And honestly, once viewers begin seeing comfort like that between two actors, the imagination starts running wild immediately, because people naturally start connecting moments together and creating bigger stories around them. And that is exactly what is happening now, because fans are turning one small clip into endless conversations about whether Maurice Sam and Pearl Watts simply have rare chemistry or whether their connection goes deeper than anybody expected. And the funniest thing is that these discussions keep becoming bigger from the smallest moments, because normally something this simple should disappear quickly. But instead, viewers keep returning to replay it, because there is something about the energy between them that people find weirdly addictive to watch. And now fans are saying Maurice Sam looks happiest whenever Pearl Watts is around him, because his entire body language changes in a way viewers immediately notice. And honestly, that observation alone has now become enough to keep people talking non-stop, because once Nollywood fans become convinced that two people share special chemistry, every tiny detail suddenly becomes another reason to continue the conversation. And now even people who originally ignored the clip are starting to understand why everybody keeps discussing it, because the interaction carried that soft, playful, and natural feeling viewers love seeing between actors. And fans are now convinced that the comfort between Maurice Sam and Pearl Watts has become too obvious to ignore anymore, because this latest clip looked less like acting chemistry and more like two people who genuinely enjoy being around each other without even trying too hard. And honestly, that is exactly why nobody has been able to calm down since the clip surfaced, because viewers feel like they witnessed another one of those small moments that accidentally revealed too much without saying anything directly. And now Nollywood fans are once again trapped inside another endless Maurice Sam and Pearl Watts conversation that keeps growing bigger every single hour, because one tiny clip somehow managed to restart the entire excitement all over again.